Good morning.
How are you?
Well, how are you doing today? We got a cleanup crew coming out today, I hear.
Yeah.
Well, we're here to document.
I know you got a drug deal.
I didn't bring my loudmouth harassers today.
What's his Kyle? Are you talking to Kyle?
Yeah.
I like Kyle. I don't have a problem with Kyle. He's respectful. I mean, I can't say anything bad about him. I know some people get sideways with a few people, but
Yeah.
as long as treat him all right. How come you didn't bring him?
Huh?
How come you didn't bring him?
I brought another guy.
Yeah, don't tell me it's Eric.
No. No, we left.
I get along with him, too.
Huh?
I get along with Eric.
Yeah, no, I think Eric needed his rest this morning. So, what's the game plan? We're gonna have waste management coming in? Or is that public
Environmental health,
environmental health?
EHS.
Different than public waste. Public, yeah. So, yeah, no, everybody's upset, because the crime of waking up and living is as it is.
Happened in Vegas,
Oh,
I think it was Vegas.
yeah, Vegas.
Was it Vegas?
Vegas just passed an urban camping ban.
I just got to the very end of it. So basically, it's the same thing we have here, right?
I haven't enough knowledge about it. I learned about it last night. I haven't watched the, yeah. Oh, no, that was the point. You're our main attraction.
Yeah, no, I don't want to be no attraction today. I get the hell out of here right away.
Well,
No, I was listening to it this morning. They were talking about. So I guess it's like zero tolerance now with theirs. I mean, so if they're out there with bags or whatnot.
I hope they have enough physical space for every human being. Otherwise, it'll be a violation of the Constitution.
I don't know how they're going to do that.
I do. People will start getting shot. They'll put them in concentration camps and they'll shoot them.
I hope not.
Just like Germany. That's where it's coming.
They have no family, nobody complains. So then, it'll be like, hey, whatever happened to Johnny? Don't know. Whatever happened to Betty? Yeah, I haven't seen her in a long time either. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's already been signed into law. You know what I mean? Secret prisons are already a thing.
What is that? Agenda 21. That's where it all falls under. It's all under Agenda 21.
It's
The
already
one
a
in
thing.
Vegas?
No, like the whole
no,
process of the government going in this manner.
Right. No, but I was talking to him about. I was
We were
watching
talking
the
about
news
Vegas
this
just
morning.
passed an urban camping ban.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was like,
Did you hear about it?
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
We live for this, man.
See, but
I
every
live
time I
to
go to
stand up
Vegas,
against
I don't see
Oh, of course
a
not.
problem out there.
Of course not.
No, it's just like Austin.
Well, I mean, no,
Iron
do
Fist.
they have an isolated area for them, or
No, they hide in the. They have like a sewer system thing, like underwater. So when there floods, if it rains too hard, it has to flood go somewhere, and they live under those things like this. And then sometimes if it rains real hard or whatever,
Few of them
everybody
get washed out.
Yeah, everybody gets washed out, and then they start over again. Just like you would see in the movies, right? Like coming out of the, the lids of the manholes and stuff, right?
I hope it's not really like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
it actually is.
Oh, yeah.
You can watch it all through YouTube.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. They've got it set up like homes, right? Like, you come in, it's got like a living room in there, and all that stuff, and it's under the, underground, right? Yeah, and they're just, look, you take any other country in the world, like for example, Brazil, right? You've heard of what favelas are? A favela in Brazil is like the hood, right, in Brazil. But you know why it's there? Because we don't want you here, right? You're the poor, you're the scum, get out. We don't want you here, but you can go there, right? Like you can go past them hills, do whatever you want. We don't care if you build houses, whatever, right? At least they give them a place to go. But here in America, it's like, you have to go. Go where? I don't care. You have to go, or you're gonna go to jail or get beaten, or, And it's like, where do you go? What do you do,
You don't. And so you look at Austin. Austin's law, they just reinstated and they said like it's selected enforcement. So this is a shelter, right? Because we're outside the Salvation Army, right? And the Salvation Army is in the middle of all of this gentrification, and this used to be like low income, affordable housing and warehouses, right? And like empty land like this that was a factory maybe at one time that's been dozed behind you here.
That was what the heck was that? That was Denargo Market.
So a market.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, this whole thing was Denargo Market, and
Like foods.
foods. Yeah. So all the food used to pass from the East Coast, pass through here, make its way onto the West Coast. But
Right.
it was
Right.
this was the main hub for that.
So you got the Salvation Army hanging out in the middle of what's being gentrified. And what's happening is that this land isn't owned by an American corporation or the city of Denver, right? Whoever's Martinez Palmero Construction, they're like a third level subcontractor to a global entity that's primarily owned by China and in England and Europe, that buys up the land here in America, puts their money into these tall buildings. Even if they sit empty, they increase the wealth of these foreign capital investments, and it's really fucked up because China, communist China, is one of the biggest investors. But the city of Denver, which recognizes that 49% of all living space is in the city is rentals, doesn't know who owns them because they're buried and hidden in all of these, just LLCs and partnerships and DBAs, and it's 12 miles deep. And who they register as the city is different. Who they register as the state, tax shelters, all this shit. So
I know it can be complicated to find.
it can be
like,
complicated, and there's not enough places for everybody to live.
'cause I did try one time to find the ownership of. I think it was for this place. Yeah, it was some work.
It's a shit show.
Yeah. How you doing, man?
Okay, it's not that or that.
Be careful with the street here.
Well, then take that rest.
So you see, people have such luxury in their lives, they get to live outdoors with the geese, and nothing but harassment. Do you see a garbage can anywhere? I'll acknowledge that there's trash, right? There's excess belongings, maybe, possibly. There's a lot of things here. But one thing that there isn't is a garbage can.
She comes to the feed every Sunday.
Who?
You know, they're having that mental episode.
Yeah, well, she's a little stressed. She's being kicked out of her house, isn't she?
That's right. It's a rough way to wake up in the morning. Very rough way to wake up.
Hang on a second. There you go. It's private glass. There, you want to close it?
They're not protecting and serving. They're just doing their jobs, right? Just obey. Just collect the paycheck. Right? This is the mayor's order, not city council orders. Sorry guys, I gotta go into split screen for a second. There might be a small delay. So, yeah, guys, boys and girls, friends and lovers, You got my stream. We got Liberty Freak here. We've got trying to get a couple of people here. Fuck the police. That's right. Oh, this should be fun.
On the side of the stage.
Oh,
Can I check your breath?
this is how community service officers work, right? They tape off the area.
You guys are watching live the serving and the protection
Serving and protecting the shit out of it.
of the.
Get out of the street.
Denver
You're
Police
breaking the
Department.
law by standing in the street.
No, I'm not, sir.
Yes, you
You're
are.
breaking. You fuck with me. It's called HB 15-1290. You want to take that there? 50 years old. 50 years. I am on the side. I am on the side of the easement here. Hey, Manzanilla. So here's your guy again. Here's your guy again. Threatening his stupid ass threats, right? Threatening me with standing in the street.
I'm gonna warn you twice. You are standing inside the street. It's a hazard to your safety and a hazard to
Hey,
traffic.
Manzanilla, you gonna really?
This is how we're gonna do this all day.
This road is closed, as you can see, right? This road is closed over here, right? Where people can walk, right?
Why don't they build a homeless city? I mean, you can just take away a paycheck or two, you know? That would work out just fine. Biggest bunch of bullshit. Don't forget, Liberty's live. People are walking back and forth all across the street all day here today.
Are you the boss man here, Wilson? Who's the boss man here? Who is? Not here yet. Okay. But you might want to you might want to talk to Chuckleberry over here, because he's about to look. He's about to see in trouble again for his stupidity.
Where the, well, it's not a public sidewalk. It's actually a,
Because there is no
parking
Right.
zone, right?
So, which as you can see, everybody else is walking right. There has to be a reason for people to walk.
You want me to do from that other end down?
Yeah, go ahead and just do that. Oh, sorry.
Should have brought Kyle today. He's the one who really yells. He's already looking stupid. That's right, they are.
How you doing, man?
Well, how you doing this morning?
Good. How are you?
Well,
Well, now I can't move, so
Well, we will get it out of your way.
right. That's how they do it,
I
right?
can't do a fucking thing.
Can't get your stuff out because they blocked you in.
I got it cost me a day of
Thank you
work.
for being here,
Cost me a
Sergeant.
day of
How are
work
you,
to
sir?
be
Good,
here.
sir. Hey,
That's
let me
just
ask you a
awesome.
question.
Thank you for
Cost
being
me a-
honest.
Yeah, it
Being
cost
that
me
I'm
a
here
day
as a
of work to be here.
journalist,
They've done
exercising
everything they
my right
can
under HB
to shut down my hustle. I was
15-1290
selling
and the
sodas
First
and
Amendment
snacks down by the
right?
mission. This cop up here, Rudy, the little short guy.
Yeah.
His power to accuse me
That's
of
right.
doing and selling
I'm about to
meth.
explain to you
Right.
about now.
Did he accuse? I don't even know what meth looks like. I'm 56
Okay, so
years
your
old.
officer
I
was
stopped drinking 30 years ago.
That's
I
good.
quit drinking 30. I don't even take aspirin, brother. I'm caffeine, nicotine, vitamin THC.
There you go.
it.
Vitamin THC. I
it.
love it.
That's
I love it. Thank you.
it.
But yeah, this is fucked up, right? So you're losing
I
a day of
gotta, I
work.
gotta move all my shit. I gotta move because these guys want to put tents and shit. I got all my shit off the ground.
I got
It's on
you.
the ground, it's not mine.
Right?
Garbage.
And there's no garbage cans here either, is there? There's no place to store your waste.
But I found my good one.
Good morning, ma'am. How you doing today? Fantastic. Would you care to let us know who you are this morning for the audience?
Scared her away.
actually not allowed to because I work for mental health. Co-responders.
Okay.
Yep.
How do you like those cars?
How do I like those apples?
How do you like those trucks?
The camera will catch it. It's all good.
No, what do you think of those?
What?
Tacomas.
Tacomas?
Yeah.
Not that truck. I missed the Ford Ranger, huh?
Oh no, don't say that.
Well, it was an American-made vehicle.
Don't say. Yeah, but
Okay.
what's the tranny last
Huh?
on those Ford Rangers?
The sixes that were automatic, you could get 200,000 out of them.
I've never seen a Ford Ranger go 200,000.
I've had
Never.
several.
No.
Yeah, I've owned like 6 Rangers in my life before I stopped driving on a regular.
Is that your vehicle of choice?
You know,
I touch this the whole time I'm walking so that I don't get charged with a crime.
I'm
right?
not gonna mess with you on that. No, so
well, he is.
I had
It's
a-
it's his prerogative that you
I had
know
a GMC.
violate the rights of journalists here this morning.
I had a GMC.
Yeah.
I thought that was a great truck. 150 and things started going bad.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
The Tacoma, I went over 200 without any.
Nice. Chevys. My grandfather used to make AMCs. They didn't really have a truck.
Well, a lot of people they're still pissed off. The employees for Chevy and all that, they just haven't even been putting in that's why Chevy's going under. They're still on strike.
Not really sure on all that. I thought they ended the strike.
Is that what you heard?
The strike was over.
I'd rather not have to tell him.
Look at this, Johnny.
What's that? You're fine.
It does. It does. Oh.
So you're the crisis responder. You know this girl over here is in crisis, right, ma'am?
This gentleman, he's always decent.
In the
and,
color?
Human, right? He knows how to talk to other human beings. He doesn't have an ego trip. He doesn't have to show me how powerful he is. You know, he talks to us just normal, like it should be from a police officer. Unlike the bag of let me not fill in that blank over here. Oh yeah, he's a good dude, all right. Yeah, he's a good dude. Make sure you get my good side. Okay? He's a good dude, he is, I'm sure. Everybody knows him as the tyrant here in these. Wants to threaten me with an arrest and a ticket for standing in the street. So this little man's gonna teach this man, you know what I'm saying, how to walk on the street. Learn how to respect your elders there, little one.
Yes, Human Liberty Freak is live.
He's a good man. You know why he's a good man? Because he's a thin blue line brother.
You know, I saw a wonderful thing last night. It was the pride flag, and it was a reminder that there could be no pride flag and no Stonewall if there hadn't have been a thin blue line.
You gotta be on this side, guy.
Sorry, I forgot to shut off my noises this morning. We'll do that right now so that doesn't happen again. Oh, damn it. They got the tents on the other side now. Yeah, I'm glad I'm here. Hey, San Joaquin Transparency. Thanks for being here, man.
They know how to survive on these streets way better than you do. If you were homeless tomorrow, you'd shit your pants.
Probably because there's no public toilets anywhere. So there's actually a tent. I missed this earlier, folks. There's a tent on the inside of the fence line over there. And so they're going to have fun with that. So you got trash everywhere. make money driving an ice cream truck. I wonder how long that's been there.
At least a week.
At least a week. It's damn winter. Who's driving ice cream trucks in the winter? So we just do some quick calculations here.
So you don't act stupid, because you're a stupid ass. And you're
1,
very
2, 3,
you're
4,
very prone to act
5.
stupid. So yeah, make sure you
Five.
keep
We'll call that
He just admitted
$250 an hour.
If his camera wasn't on, he'd be
And
acting
so-
stupid as hell.
That's about $4 a minute right now.
Why
These
did you have
folks
to
just
control
sitting around, hanging out, and enjoying the day. Right? That's what we're running. Oh, and I forgot the sergeant's here too. Right? So that's probably going to raise it to 25. 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would be 6 cops and a public resource officer for mental health and safety.
I guess if-
And of course, she's ensuring everybody's mentally stable this morning as they're pushed along and moved out.
Yeah. Johnny on his knees is what you are.
Of course, I love to catch the slanderous comments out of this asshole. Beautiful morning, except for the fact that other people are dying out here, trying to survive, go to their jobs,
How many people died last year?
stay afloat. 288 Denver Metro. Minimum 288. 29th in a coma, that's correct. No, not a coma. What is it? It's the Salvation Army. That's where we're at. We're outside the Salvation or Army Resource Center. And it's Arkins, Arkins.
Some kind of mental health person.
Yeah, that's what she is. She's a crisis response person. But I wouldn't talk to a crisis response person next to a douchebag like this anyway. So, my life.
Yeah, he said, I have to keep my camera on to keep from acting stupid. Admitting that he's a stupid ass when his camera is not on.
They were work. So now I'm going through a divorce and I actually went back to work. I'm a
Oh, he doesn't give a
citizen
fuck
now.
about that, buddy.
I work every day, but no, I gotta take the day off to do all this bullshit. I'm putting it up the street here. I ain't got no fucking choice. No, I'll fucking take care of that. I do not get protect and serve is not this. This is not protect or serve. Go away. I don't need nothing. Everybody's done it. Every time I tell somebody something, it goes against me. I'm in the middle of a divorce with a 4.5-year-old kid that I'm dealing with. Yeah, I have a soon-to-be ex-wife that I'm dealing with. Nobody understands. Nobody understands. When I tell somebody something, it gets screwed around and I get fucked over. Guess what? It doesn't stop.
I'm a therapist, so
I give a... Yeah.
I'm a therapist protected by guns.
Yes. Yes. I
Hey,
don't want to sit in your
free the
office.
mind, but not the body.
I don't want to sit in your office.
The last thing this man needs is any more Denver help.
So when we talk about sensitivity training for the city of Denver, we have to make sure somebody who's a trained psychologist or therapist isn't escorted by a brigade of goons to protect and serve the shit out of people.
Why? Hey. Keep them on there for a minute.
Yeah.
I was trying to step behind my truck to take the fucking pee. Get the fuck out of here.
Are you touching? Touch it. It's like a safety line, right?
You laugh, but if I would have jumped out at it, this fucking asshole would have taken me to jail over that, right?
Right.
And then he would have said how dangerous I spoke, how violent my words were, that I resisted because my arm tensed up, and that I disrupted whatever something it is. I'll let you know that you will be violating my civil rights if you decide to stand in my camera, and it'll be a lawsuit. Let you know.
I know. I don't speak your language.
Trying to get me out of here.
Oh no, it's all right. I'm sorry. As long as I haven't handcuffed, right? They're pretty decent.
Oh my God, she's actually talking to the person who needs help.
It's hard to be that little
You're not on camera.
and not be an asshole.
No, you're fine.
Trying to stay out of the way.
No, you're fine. I'm trying to keep our unhoused family members off camera so they have some peace today. Dang it. Everybody's got that angle. I'll stay on this one. Guy's just trying to take a piss. Can't even take 2 minutes to be peaceful to himself.
I don't stay at the shelter. I don't need that road. You were over there. I know. Over here. I know, but now I gotta fucking be low. I had to take a day off work. It cost me $150 today. Great. Fucking awesome. That's it.
Can't live on $150 a day. I'll tell you that. Not in a rental.
That makes me, but yeah, it'd be nice to put that 150 towards the place. That'd be fucking awesome.
Whose car is that?
Is that the sergeant's? Oh yeah, that is. That is. The community resource officers. He's driving off with a roll of tape on the back of his car. See if he litters. Protecting the shit out of us, let me tell you. Hey, once he blocks the lane off, we're good to walk in it, aren't we? Why the tape? Oh, the police line tape is to show the area that the videographer is allowed to be, right? That's where we're not safe inside that zone. So, right, this is the area that is taped off for cleansing by the city of Denver today. Notice there's no garbage cans out here, nowhere. Not one public access garbage can anywhere to be seen. So, but where it's taped off is where the tow truck's gonna haul cars out, where they're gonna make sure all the trash is cleaned up. Remember now, when public health comes out here, they will not be cleaning on the other side of the fence, right? Although there is a tent over there, so we might end up. But there's a whole mile of trash on the fence line, and we hope that would get cleaned up. But and of course, you know what they did was they blocked people in, so they can't even leave vehicles.
I know. Yeah. I'm just waiting to see if a buddy of mine shows up, so I got some. So, or I might have to wait till another one gets off work. So, not a big
Steer, pull it.
Yeah. It's
So?
the transmission was out. I had a guy work on the transmission. Oh my God. He put a transmission in there but now I got no connection to my starter somehow. I don't have a fucking clue.
Morning, Defend. Yeah, we're just, livening it out here, folks. Thank you, everybody, for being here, watching, for sharing. Yes, Jesse, this is the 29th in Arkins. So now we've just raised
How many?
the hourly fee. Oh, there's another. They're hauling this gentleman away. I see. Civil assist.
Civil assist.
Wow, they're doing a civil assist.
Yeah, but they'll leave his wheelchair behind.
Where's his wheelchair?
Sitting over here behind my truck.
Well, no, they got to take the wheelchair with them.
Oh, no.
Why not?
Why you need that? They ain't got room for that shit. Call a bus. Hey, they'll actually contract a bus. I'm serious when they try to stand in front of the mission. If they're in a wheelchair, they can call it.
That's what I was just looking for. Somebody got stolen on my car.
Yo, if we catch up with the crew,
Yeah.
So I understand this man has a wheelchair, Sergeant.
he just told us everything he wants to bring with him.
Okay.
We're getting him a brand new walker, and we're getting him over to Stout Street for the clinician.
Okay. So the wheelchair that's in great repair and condition is not a desired item for him to.
Told us
Okay.
everything he needs, and it's his.
Just asking.
Can you just for 1 second?
So that's a civil assist, is what they're saying here. Means he's gonna go to a clinician, and they're gonna try to get him out of the streets today. Get him a new walker.
That'll help him. That'll help him get to the next speed.
Yeah, it
That'll
will.
help him get to the next
It
speed.
will. Maybe we need to get some rubber balls on the bottom of that.
That'll help him get to, VOA or something from the mission or something. A new walker will do that.
It'll help him get to and settle down at the next sweep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there you go.
That's about the truth of it, isn't it?
Power this time.
Right? But maybe, just maybe.
How about when they stand here and just look in the back?
Yeah, right?
Get out of here.
Get out of my vehicle.
Yeah.
Right? Get out of my house. You don't have a right to be here.
He's not welcome. Oh, you're going to hit a fucking TCS. There you go. UTC and a TCS rack. Fucking awesome. I'm a flagger, by the way. He's a uniform traffic control. It's gotta suck to have a job to know that your job was replaced by lights. That's gotta suck. Man. You sure the fuck can't cause you solve crime.
Well, sad day in the world it
They
is.
get really pissed when I tell them get a real job, become a deputy. They don't like that at all. They don't like that at all.
Peace officers are more suited.
Well, deputies are cool because they've already done all the bullshit and they don't care. They just want to house prisoners.
Sad truth of the world today.
Yep. That's the only thing that's bad about Denver, is it's not they don't have an elected sheriff. I'm not selling any. Nope, I used to have a great hustle. I was a guy that sat at the mission and just, oh my God, sold everything. Sold that. Cooler holds 248 soda. That's a $125 bill. I'd empty it 1 3/4 times a day. Every day. 7 days a week. Yeah, $130 in change a day. Just change a day.
Well,
Yeah, that was me.
but then the question comes down to how much can you make to actually afford a place to live?
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. It's
'Cause-
all about survival.
Because if you're making $100 a day,
I have to reinvest. I have to buy cigarettes. I had to buy 2 cartons of cigarettes every morning every shift I went in.
right? But in
I had-
theory, if you're making $130 a day,
Yep.
you're making, we'll just call it $2,500 a month, right?
Yep.
But you got to have $2,500 cash up front as a pretty much a base minimum to find a
22
place,
right here.
huh?
2,200 for these.
For those right there.
Yeah.
So $26 an hour is the answer, huh?
Yeah.
That's what Jesse Paris says. You know, Jesse?
Without having to pay anything off.
Yeah.
without having to pay any overhead. Without having to pay any overhead. The 26 has got to be above and beyond that. So,
Right? And we just struggle not even, just to,
so this is all closed all the
Useless
way
fucks.
down. This is all the way down to
the whole block.
Okay, the whole
One
all the way
block
down.
right here is posted. That's all they're legally able to. I mean, I suppose if they posted that block, then it would be as well.
That one already is.
But
They got
there's-
signs up on the pole.
Yeah?
There's a sign up on the pole, $1,000 fine to camp on that street. On this side.
$1,000 fine.
See
to camp on
anything
this?
inside the white line. Yeah, it's right there on that pole.
Really?
That corner pole.
Oh, I want to see that.
Yeah.
Look at that shit.
That's anything inside the white line.
Arrest. So that's trespass, huh?
Anything inside this white line. Yep.
Everything
That's why
inside the
we were
white
safe
line.
here. That's why we were safe here. They moved them off here and they camped right here on this corner, but they were still on Arkin side of the street. So they ran them off again. They were camped right here. But then
Between the poles, basically.
they were still on this side of the street, or on Arkin Street, so they ran them off. They had 5 tents right here. Because they stayed on Arkin Street.
Huh.
So,
Interesting. That's good to know. And then, of course, we've got official police business. Do not ticket or tow. Right? That's got to be our public resource officer right there. Somebody made it. That's what I love. Is somebody made it on the inside there. Right? But it looks like there's a lot of stripped copper wire. A lot of trash back there, folks. That's private property. That's a mess. This is internationally owned land right here. Used to be where food traveled through the country. Soon it's going to be Chinese owned 300% over the cost of living apartment complexes. Right? So you want to see what people have to live in. That's a shell of a camper with some wood, right? That's what people are reduced to. A shell of a topper of a camper with some cardboard and wood holding it up. Isn't that disgusting? How we force human beings to live today?
a fucking rug under here. I didn't even know it was there.
You know, when we go to a building, we ask for something. We're not.
One
People
thing.
saying that we make these videos to agitate police, right? I don't make the video. I just produce it.
That's
You guys make the video. See what I'm saying? It can be a video like yours and ours, and we're having right now, which is like amazing. People are like, wow, you know what I'm saying? And I'll stand here and defend you guys, you know? These guys are always decent with me, right? You know, but you can't hide the fact of, you know, for example, got 6 charges on bullshit because I was protesting, right? I was protesting in front of Union Station. Okay, protesting the homelessness, you know, all the typical things we do. Homelessness, right, the mayor, blah, 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 right?
a month and a half later, 10,000 of us took the place over in a protest.
Right, and then I go there, I get arrested twice for doing the same thing twice, the same place. And then on top of that, they try to do the felony for calling some dude a fat piece of shit. I intimidated a witness. Now, a month later, they're protesting climate change, right? And the people are like taking selfies, right? Feeling totally safe in their rights, right? They're walking into the building with their signs and everything, right? People are like, welcome protesters, coffee's cheap for you here today, come on in, right? It was silly, right? But me, because I said the word fuck, right? Now, I've got 6 charges and a felony and an ankle monitor, right? And all kinds of shit, right?
Is that out of Denver?
Yeah.
Right in Denver.
Right in
the
Denver.
sidewalk up to the station, right? Yeah. And then I took these guys were out there, my friends were out there, so they start videotaping, right? Cops, the same security, the rest and everything. My friend's afraid to come down here because she said that if she protests, she might get arrested. No, ma'am. That is your constitutional right. The First Amendment of the Constitution protects the right to, and you're like, really? You know what I'm saying? Really? You know what I'm saying? And I have evidence stacked this high, right? Giving it to the prosecutor. You know what the prosecutor's response was, sir?
Get a lawyer, then we'll drop your charges.
No. The prosecutor's response was, I wish I could dismiss it, but I'm not allowed. They won't let me, right? They'll take me all the way to trial, even knowing that it's absolutely legal, right? In the hopes that maybe a snowflakey,
Show how many of our tax dollars at work. Yeah, actually in Texas they made it illegal, didn't they, to camp out outside the shelter. Let the trolls have their fun. I mean, not necessarily, but you know what I mean, Jesse. Do what you gotta do. You guys doing a good job. No homeless in Rockwell. What'd they do? Get rid of them all? Execute them?
Yes.
So just want to remind everybody how much is going on here. So we're going to go over the distance scene here. You can show that we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 city employees here right now.
Yep, I have to wait till my buddy, my hard-working friend, gets off work to help me move my van. I just talked to him on the phone while our taxes pay their wages.
Yeah, some bullshit.
Wonderful. Cost me $150, but how much am I paying an hour?
Well, I think it's about $300 an hour right now.
You know what's really cool? Me and my soon-to-be ex-wife, when we were pregnant with our son, we stayed in this shed right out here. We had permission from maintenance. Some guy from the building over here saw me going across the field with a bike trailer full of aluminum cans, and I went into the shed. Well, we're sitting there, and all of a sudden, I was just talking to her and a friend of ours that was staying there, and all of a sudden the door popped open. I hadn't
locked it.
I hadn't barred it shut. I walked over and I looked, and it was the Denver police. I'm like, oh shit. So I went and I closed the door. We got to figure this out. And I barred it shut. And I walked over, sat back down. We had a twin reclining couch. So we had full kitchen and everything. It was all night. I mean, she was pregnant. We had to have all the food and everything. She had 24-inch flat screen TV. It was awesome. But anyway, they come, and then they tried to open the door again.
It was locked.
And it was locked. And they're, oh man, so Denver police, blah, 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 blah. You know, went through all the time. So we figured, okay, we got to talk. I had Carlos's number, the maintenance guy.
Right.
I had his number on my phone at the time. I had it in my hand. Went out there, opened the door. They put us in cuffs. They threatened to shoot my wife. Soon to be pregnant, soon to be expected mother. She's 7 months pregnant at the time. And yeah, and they threatened to shoot her. They're going to shoot her in the head.
More efficiency coming.
She was also prosthetic. They told her she had to come out hands first. She said, I'm prosthetic and 7 months pregnant, I can't. She has one leg, I can't. So she said, I have to come out the way I have to. So she comes out, she comes out, we go outside, we're standing there with the cops. I take my phone and I hit Carlos. I hit the maintenance guy's number.
Yeah?
He answered, I said, Carlos, the cops are out here. They got us in cuffs. On my way. 5 minutes later, we got to watch $1 million walk of shame. He come out, he walks out there and he says, hey, these people are supposed to be here. You're not. Private property. Kick rocks. Love Carlos, man.
Yeah.
Love Carlos. That was the shit. What's up, Lando? He's also from Wisconsin.
Nice.
Yeah, that's where I bought my little truck from.
Whereabouts in Wisconsin you from?
La Crosse originally.
Lake Geneva.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Well, you know, my mom and my grandparents all buried in Kenosha.
Yeah.
So my grandfather came back from World War II and became a aerospace union member. He was an engineer, basically, tool and die machinist, making the machines to make the cars. Kenosha's dead. But that's what's going to happen, right? So somebody's just like in Denver, where they started buying up the land from foreign countries, right, to buy our land and invest their monies. Kenosha's going to end up and give it 10 years.
I'm going to find my cigarettes.
Yeah, you do that.
I just lost them. So.
Oh, that's no good. Yo, Rob. Leave Trump on there. You leave Trump said up there. Whoever's fucking with him. Rob, everybody, just so that you know, we are live. We are downtown Denver. This is 29th and Arkins, outside some highly gentrified buildings. We have... Look at that. We have a giant parking deck that's like 6 stories tall. And then we've got the Salvation Army warehouse. Right? We're old parts of the community here. Salvation Army has been here for decades. Right? And these buildings have not. And those buildings have not. And this piece of land here behind this tent is land that's future home to to more apartments and more overpriced housing. And why is that? The reason for that is that this is been bought up by another real estate conglomerate.
Rhino District.
The Rhino District, right? But most of this land is not owned by America, right? It's actually foreign-owned land. The communists of China have invested in capitalism because it works for them, right? And it's funny because when they build up spaces, they look for things like Walmarts and Home Depots, where their products are going to be sold to the people that are living there, and that's where they'll invest. If I tell you that there's going to be a whole bunch of mom and pop shops and American-owned companies setting up small businesses, you won't get billion-dollar investments.
Nope. That's what I did for a year and a half, 7 days a week down by the Mission, selling sodas. Sodas, chips, yep.
I know, Brian Johnson's another real story, huh? Brian Johnson, whose house, had his house stolen by family.
There's not tape on the other side of that wall, so we'll just go over there and go through that. I can't fit
The other side of the wall. Isn't that shameful? They're just gonna go from one side of the street to the, half a block later.
Yep.
That's all it is. Just move across the street.
Across the street.
7 days later,
Across the
we'll
street.
move you back over
Across the
there.
street. Across the street.
Or down the street a
That's
little
what
bit
they did down by
farther.
the Mission and Samaritan House for years now.
Right? We're just gonna move you from one spot to the next.
They'll continue. I should actually get my truck out of here for a while. Plates expired, mate.
Hey,
Van's
hey, hey,
still
hey,
good.
hey, I
Van's
want you to know that there's probably a police officer watching the live stream. Denver police like to do that to us.
Oh, yeah.
They watch our shit as we do it.
Well, they're probably sitting in the car right here.
Yeah, well, no, just like they're here and we're watching them, there's probably a cop on this channel watching the stream live, sitting somewhere at headquarters
Yep.
downtown.
So why are they good?
Oh, yeah, that's because they like to catch us in criminal activity and come and punish us because of our videos. Right? Because we're calling them out on their criminal activity. Right? Because if somebody went to church on Sunday, they wouldn't go kill a homeless person on Monday.
I like that one.
Thank you.
You know, that's why I was going to go. I signed up for school for media, TV, and radio broadcast. When I didn't go, because I ended up being homeless. But that's
Yeah, it's hard to go to school if you're homeless. It really is. And a lot of kids do it. There's a lot of people that go to school and don't have a place to live, sleep in their cars.
The famous movie from Harvard.
But this is the reason why I was going to do it. Because all that major corporate reality across the water.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a famous story.
Yeah.
Almost to Harvard.
They're just gonna keep fucking with this girl too.
Yeah.
Now they're trying to instruct them on how to move their property.
Yeah. How to pack.
How to pack your shit up. Let me tell you how to pack. Pack it in a dumpster for you.
Yeah. I got all my shit contained in my van. So. And that's the thing. I just had a friend of mine call the guy I work with. He's like, where am I supposed to park? He says, I stay at Crossroads. This is where he parks to stay at Crossroads. And the cop's like, I don't know. That's
Exactly,
what this is.
Texas,
It's
but they're
parking
waiting for us
guys
to
that
mess up.
stay. It's parking for people that stay at Crossroads.
This is where's Crossroads?
Right there.
This is the Salvation Army.
Yeah, it's Crossroads.
Crossroads.
It's Crossroads.
Okay.
Yep, same thing. Yep, it's right there. So, that's the way it happens.
One day at a time.
I have to wait until my coworker gets off work today to move my stuff. Yeah, I have to take off work today.
Work gets here, they will give you a time frame. And that is up to them, okay? You've been given the order as per the settlement of the lawsuit, and you were given 7 days to make those. They will do what they can. They will do what
When
they
did
can
we go to
help
court?
you.
2 years ago.
Where?
2 years ago. They just finally settled it. 2 weeks.
They will do what they can to
3 months ago.
And they will do what they can to assist you. But what will happen is the vehicles will be towed at your expense if they are not moving the time frame that they give.
All I need is moving it up the road.
All right? Or at your own expense, you can pay to have it towed, and we can provide
Or I
and call
could
a tow
pull it
for
with
you.
my own, or I could pull it one with the other if I got somebody to steer it. I can't do both. It's kind of a public safety that we do cities to do that.
Yeah, they haven't arrived yet, but I sent messages. So what we might need, hey folks, if any of you are out there in TV land, can come join us. Maybe we could get somebody to help steer this vehicle, right? To run the assistance of moving cars and stuff like that. Pull one with the other. So if somebody's got capacity to come out and help and do some of that, I know that some of you might be there, Gary Rodriguez or La Luz, or I guess La Luz is not up in here anymore. Whoever, right? The idea is that it's already been told. We got to start moving stuff. So we need some guidance and direction on that. I'm gonna do things like strap the bike to the pole. Now it's outside the fenced area. It's not even. Well, we gotta push it. Gotta push it. I'm cold.
You're just speaking for the car. I love it.
Excellent use of taxpayer dollars.
Yeah.
Cheaper and faster to rent a U-Haul. Look, I think all it takes is somebody just to drive over here so that they're just going to go a block with these vehicles, huh? And good morning, Army Brad. It is sad. It's sad to see all of this. All of this morning. And this isn't the only spot. Estimated number of homeless in the city of Denver is about 5 grand. No, he just needs somebody to drive a vehicle.
Just steer it.
Steer it.
Yeah, I'll pull it.
Steer the dead vehicle,
On a block.
or watch a camera, whatever, you know.
Watch a camera.
Yeah, the shit show about Brian, that's a messed up one too. We're doing on battery here. Look pretty good. Oh, Chilled Speaker sending emails this morning. It's an undercount as well. It's like 10,000. Thank you, Jesse. 10,000 homeless in the city of Denver. And this morning, we're going to be spending about $5 a minute. I've been live for over an hour, right? So $5 a minute, because we figure that 7 or 8 public employees equal $5 a minute in wages. At least.
They might be on overtime. It is Friday. Or Thursday. They might be on overtime by now.
Never know.
I would have been. I would have been at work. I would have been on overtime today.
Yeah?
Yep. I like 11-hour days.
So now he's blocking my shot. I gotta go harass this.
There you go. Can't do that.
Start by believing. Is that an authorized tag on there? Start by believing.
Oh, no kidding.
That's what his little ribbon says.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Is that unicorn?
I don't know.
Must be.
I'm gonna find out.
Do me a favor, hold on just a sec, right? Yeah, if you're back there, that's cool. Thank you.
Start by believing. That is absolutely a ribbon with the Denver Police logo on it. That is a Denver Police logo on that ribbon. I just want to be clear about it. Hey, you got a truck behind you there, Sarge?
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Because he's black. And I gotta take care of safety for these guys. Absolutely. Yep. I should have wished him a happy fuck the cops day, but you know, I missed out. Right, I'm worried about your safety. So he's on another call. I'm not exactly sure, and I'm not really stressed about it. But I did want to indicate. So what's with the it starts with believing ribbon?
I'm so sorry.
The ribbon on the side of the car. It's got a it's I didn't think it was uniform, but it has a Denver police logo on it. It's light blue and it says it starts with believing.
I don't have a marked unit, so
I see that.
I don't pay attention.
I thought your unit was the social workers.
Hey, that's what they give me.
All right.
I don't like it. I like a real police car that's got a computer so I can do police work, but that's what I get.
That's what you get for moving up and being honest, huh?
I try.
So my brother-in-law is a sergeant in his police department.
I think you were telling me that last time.
And the thing that separates him from every other cop that I know and every other police department that I've ever experienced is that he opened up the building at night so people could stay safe from the elements.
Yeah.
The rule is no drinking in the building, and they've only had to kick one person out because the guy went in the bathroom and drank like 3 or 4 beers and passed out.
Yeah. Well, we got lots of buildings that are open up to the public to. In fact, these folks are right across from one that opens up to the public, and they even let you come in there intoxicated.
Really?
Yeah. Crossroads
That's good.
Is not mine. I used to work at Crossroads. They don't mind if you come in intoxicated as long as you're,
nice.
as you maintain. That's it.
Good to know.
Skated high, whatever. They don't mind at all. So.
Well, that's good because when you look at understanding the sensitivity of this issue, and like the city of Denver's attorneys want to be like, well, every one of these shelters has 5 to 10 beds open a night, sometimes 20. Well, not everybody can actually live in those facilities, right? Because they've been mental health stressed or kicked out, deported.
He's not here yet, man. He's one of the folks that works at Crossroads, helps everybody out.
Okay.
How you doing today?
I've known this guy forever. I'm so glad you're back. Me too, buddy. Me too. Doing good.
Yeah, I'm doing
bikes, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty pimping.
I like that.
That'll roll in the snow.
Really cheap, brand new.
I'm gonna keep on moving because I don't want my copyright video editing strikes for music. Sounded like some Queensryche though, some classic Queensryche. So we still need somebody to come help steer a truck or hold the camera.
I gotta run up to 7-Eleven to get another cup of coffee. Don't let them steal my van. Last time I went and got one, they kicked it off.
All right, well, hurry up about it then.
Yeah.
So you see if you're parked on that side, you're good. Of course, Public Works is here now, it looks like. So we're just gonna come on down. See, they taped off the whole area. You couldn't move your vehicle and park over there or anything. These vehicles are under threat of tow. Right? These government plates don't ever have to have stickers on them again every year to show that they actually passed emission standards. Right? So that's a problem also we want to call out. Why are our plates not tagged to show that we're annually passing emissions? It's a problem. It's a problem that I can't actually tell you what this mental health crisis worker has done all day. Right? She's been around. She's watching, but I can't tell you that she's like actually, you know, separated herself from the guns and talked to people. And here's our public works officer. So we're gonna start looking at what's gotta go and who's going with it. So here's what kills me. They're not even bringing garbage cans for people to put their garbage in. Just put it in a pile over there. Yeah, well, you just need to start taking over the protests on a daily basis, right? They need to happen every day and every night. They need to grow like China. The homeless can't camp, then they got to protest. Jail them all so that they're forced to deal with it as a more expensive ridiculousness.
With notarized affidavits, the people who get money in this job.
Sure, yeah. When the truck gets here. The only thing I can't store is food and stuff. Oh, I'll have a team here. We'll help you. We'll help you. We can get you right in the truck. All right, thank you.
Good morning. How you doing today?
Okay. It's 12-minute plan. Yeah. Okay. We got another one for it. Better? Man, those are professional. Perfect. Yeah. Let me talk to you.
Yeah, we're just doing our due diligence. Wish I had a mic, I could hear him. So you got more shit than you can handle. We'll move it for you, and we'll store it for you until you don't have a house and we've moved it away that you can't find it anymore.
Hey guys, thanks for being here.
Yeah, they're doing that all over. They chased me out of the police department by arresting me. That happened. Fortunately, we convinced them to just cite and summon me. Hey, look, it's Liberty Freak. We are at 29th and Arkansas. D-Hole got notice. They were doing a sweep today. So we are out here, keeping an eye on it. Unfortunately, they figured out how to do sweeps on the one day that Therese works. And, yeah, it's pretty shitty, huh? In Texas, they're sweeping people away from the shelters. In Vegas, they just voted it's $1,000 fine if you go to sleep. Basically, the law is to kill people, right? They're creating laws that will kill people. You don't have a place to sleep, you must die. That's basically the concept now. Move to some place where you won't die, get a place to live that you pay for, or die. That's how it works. And this is our health sensitivity officer here. She's the woman that is supposed to be protecting the mental health of people and working as a therapist. But, you know, if there's not a gun beside her, she's not physically available, mentally or spiritually available for the people who actually she should be here for. It's truly like, there's not a gun next to me, I'm not going there. Watch, she's gonna walk away with him. Let's give her a second. Well, then maybe we should have some birth control, right? If we're overpopulated. Teach people how to not have babies. That would be a solution if you think that overpopulation is the issue, right? More and more states are banning abortion, so only so much that can be done.
First thing done, I fix some things with my friends. So, with my friend here, Mr. Loma.
Hey.
So if you guys don't know Brian Loma, to just cut the plastic. You want to go to his website and subscribe and like.
Had to count to everybody.
That's right. You
Fuck
called
the
me last.
homeless. Because, you know, that's what they do.
It's happy fucking homeless day, dude. He called me last night. He said, hey, it's gonna be a shoot tomorrow morning. Can you join me? I was like, absolutely. We came out here. We came out here. Found the coffee like this. So it's a nice place. And, this guy right here is a real activist. An amazing lady that he does. And, oh, hell no. Oh, fuck the cops! Yay! Oh, that's it. If you want to tell me no,
I'm talking on my face and I'm like, get away?
Who would just pull up and be like, happy fuck the cops day? Somebody who knows how the fucking cops push the homeless around. That's how. That's what. That's who. 29th and Tacoma, or Arkansas, folks. We're out here documenting how the lack of sensitivity in our our situation here is that the mental health counselor has done nothing to hang out with the people who are actually supposed to be protected and served the shit out of, right? She just hangs out with the guns. She won't walk up to these people without a gun next to her. She won't communicate with people where we could respectfully be off camera with them. She just hangs out with the cops. Who would have known?
Who would have thunk it?
Who would have thunk? That should put on. There you go. 6-footer on it. Have you seen the mental health crisis, the crisis intervention response person actually work with anybody without a gun next to them?
Nope.
No. So when we talk about sensitivity training for the city employees and the people who are doing these things, not hanging out with guns is a good idea.
I must say they have passed on the First Amendment. They have respected our right to record.
They have, and even moved out of our camera lines. But it still doesn't make it any less despicable, any less. It's stressful. I missed it.
He says, yep, we can all work together. And as I walk away, he goes, kumbaya.
Yeah, Manzanelli. Yeah.
Manzanera. Oh, no, it was a sergeant that said that.
Oh. So, I want to go have some coffee.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
It would be awesome. Do you have any left in the car?
Oh, yeah, my coffee's over there.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah. Well, you want to walk over and get some coffee?
Well, one of us could walk here or stay here with the cameras. The other one could walk and take turns.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
All right.
Sure, I'll stand here.
All right. Got a key?
Yeah. That's a bitch to hold your coffee cup out here, right? Your camera and your
Exactly.
battery.
Right? So it just works a little easier if we take
It's
turns.
the big ones.
Thanks.
You have to go in by the passenger side.
She wants a couple minutes and then she's...
Well, guys, actually, I don't know the name of the bill, but the city was sued federally for this, and there have been some rules in place, right? I don't know if you guys can, let me see if I can focus in on that because I can't go past this yellow line. But this white paper right here is pretty much the notice that they had put up on a big encampment. It's smaller encampments, I think, have like 48 hours. And the bigger encampments, I think I have to be given like 7 days. And now the hair splitting has become on what is actually considered a large or a small encampment. It becomes hair splitting, right? It's always the hair splitting.
Different options. I'm not even gonna say nothing about that. That didn't even sound right. That didn't even sound right.
Stand right there.
Oh, yeah.
That guy's like, hey, what's up, page 37 of 88? Be like, middle, bottom part, what do you want to know?
Third sentence.
Okay.
Fourth word is. Wait, that's the fourth.
I want to come across it. You don't even know, right? Hey, here's the report. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, it's going okay. I got some stuff out of here.
Do you need any call? No. Do you need some more? What's your
Hi, everybody. Oh, thanks. Somebody donated $2. Appreciate you. What's going on? I had to step away for a choo-choo swallow. Yeah, tyrants don't know what it's down to be done on your luck, I guess. That's true. Got new notices going up.
Yeah, I talked to your friend, but can you ask him if he can please just try to stay out of the street for his safety?
Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate it. These guys have been doing good staying there. I just don't want to. All some cars been flying around in these big trucks.
Yeah.
So, thank you.
They,
Up against the tape is fine, and you guys aren't doing anything wrong. I just don't
yeah,
want you guys
we're
out
just
there.
getting lax around all the lights and the comfortability. I mean, we've got so many guns around us, we feel invincible.
Well,
right?
not against the car.
Hey, protect the shit out of yourself, Abity. Protect the shit out of yourself. You're in the road.
Yeah, but you jump there.
Yeah, stages, right? Air mattresses, tarps. It's rough. A cot?
I'm 50 years old. I can't sleep on the ground anymore. That shit hurts.
I get you. I couldn't do it either. Aw. Defend just sent out for us. Well, thank you very much, Trump. I brought a sustainable coffee cup with me and had coffee in it this morning that I brought with me. I really appreciate it. It's always kind of you. Oh, look, there's a third auditor on the scene now.
Or you can go over to Cups of Plastic, to Brian's channel.
Hey,
watch it live. I will be back in a minute. Oh.
Ah, well, thanks very much. And let's see, am I still charging up on the... Oh, that's not gonna work. Get the battery back in there. Going. Hey, hey, hey. So you see these cars aren't even driving properly. Of course, defend.
Okay, I'll write it down for you. Hit by a car.
Somebody's got to steer one while yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's what's going to pull this. I can't drive that.
Can I see one of those notices, please? Thank you.
Where it goes to storage.
Pursuant to DRMC, section 49-246, all public streets, alleys, sidewalks, and other public ways or place must remain free from unauthorized encumbrances and obstructions. So this parking lot is public property.
And an obstruction.
It's
a public street.
This is the public street.
No,
This is the
they call
pub.
this a public street.
This is the public.
They call it all the way to the fence a public street.
All the way to the fence, a public street. Okay.
Yep.
Any property removed will be temporarily stored at 1449 Galapagos Street for 30 days. You can pick it up for 2 hours in the morning between 6 a.m. and 8:30 a.m. when it's too fucking cold to get out of your damn tent.
And that's 2.5 hours, so they're good at math.
Right? Oh, 2.5 hours. I did the 2 hours. It was my bad math.
Okay.
On Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Thursdays. After 30 days, all properties moved off-site in a different location for 30 more days. Anything after 90 days from the date of removal will be... Hey, this is not a document here. Sir.
Would you like to get information from our public information?
It's missing the information about IDs, medications, and stuff, and how they're not disposed of until they expire. Do you have a contact for them?
No, Nancy Coon at the mayor's office.
Nancy Coom at the mayor's office. Thank you. This doesn't even have time controls on it for what year it was published. The government of Denver is really getting lazy. For $1.4 billion, you think they could have an ISO stamping on the bottom of that, a control that says this is the 2019 version or the 2021 version, right? This is the post-settlement information. So you guys need to call Nancy Coom at the mayor's office, find out more about that. Of course, I'm videotaping the ineffectiveness of government efficiency. Version controls. That's what I'm thinking about, folks. Version controls. She's the mental health crisis worker. It's the first time I've seen her not next to a gun. Holy shit, she might actually go do a job.
We all know that having a mental health crisis requires having a gun at your side.
How's the coffee?
Good. It's more economy.
Hey.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. It wasn't that I was worried
I
about.
wasn't even paying attention. I just stopped in front of your
That I don't care about. Hey, Stephanie. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're enjoying your conversation. I'm not watching all of it. Wait. Defenders got threatened with arrest? Huh? She's running in the middle of the road. Nobody's saying anything to her. Hey, she get out of the road so you don't get hit. I'm worried about her safety. She's just running in the road. No cares to it.
No warnings either. Huh?
No warnings either, huh? But defend will get threatened with arrest. Oh my God, she's actually doing. No, she's not. Oh man, I thought she was with the crisis people. No, she's with the cops again. What's up, everybody? And so here's how idiotic it is, just so that you get a glimpse of it. This side of the parking lot, you gotta move out.
Hey, Jason, how are you?
Hang out over here instead. Right? Because that's exactly how it works. Go across the street. Right? And these cars don't even drive properly. Worried about somebody getting hit. They don't know how to drive around a corner legally. I got 6 cops out here, and now one of them could ticket a person for driving the wrong way on the road. Look at this. Oh my God, he came close. He came close. Bus driver's the first one to do it. Half-ass right. Look at that. Not one of these vehicles is turning the bend the right way. So if I was actually worried about public safety, I'd be looking at how people drove around the corner. Not one person has managed to come around that bend on this side of the yellow lines. Not one. So that's where the real public safety issue is. Right there.
They're talking about the comments you made on their posting. So I thought you might be.
Oh, that's good.
They're sitting there discussing it right now.
That's good. Can I explain more about what I was talking about?
PIO.
PIO. Who's the PIO? Are they here?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing pretty good, thank you.
Oh, fantastic.
You knew that was going to become a closed book, right?
Of course I did.
You knew that,
Of
right?
course I did.
So far, nobody. Not too many people want birds yet. This guy's usually here. He's not here today, so he may have some stuff. Been talking to
Sheriffs are here. Thank God they're protecting the shit out of us too. So they're finally, hey. I'm not going to tell people how to record it, but we are going to have a training on it. Defense usually pretty good, not snippy. So we went from $5 an hour to $10 an hour. I mean a minute.
Yeah, I was going to
We
say.
reached that point.
Oh, and the inmates just showed up, so.
The inmates, what are the inmates here for?
12:15 cleanup.
Oh, see, so,
That's 12:50 minute. So. Yeah,
well, the
they're
inmates, oh, because the cops get paid for the inmates, but the inmates don't get paid.
bringing- Yeah.
Except they're on the government dime. And yeah.
The only one that's got a real job out here happens to be driving that van. The deputy.
What's the question? Didn't hear me. So you the public information officer?
I'm not.
Okay. So we got public works, we've got solid waste management, we've got 3, 4, 5 Denver police, a crisis intervention worker, sheriff. There's 2 sheriffs there. Are you guys seeing how expensive it is for people not to have a place to live? It would just be cheaper to build and own housing for the people that have no place to go. Put a wall up around the entire metro area and say, you got to be here already. Good job. Oh, is that our garbage truck? It might be. It might not be. That's Public Works, though. There's the big guns right there, folks. The garbage truck. There's no garbage cans. Remember that. No garbage cans here. So what's the truck for? They got no garbage cans to empty. Big Rig 65. I guess I don't have to worry about getting hit anymore. This is where the real stuff comes in. No garbage bags, but there's a garbage truck. Oh, this should be interesting. Let's watch the cars coming around the bend where the garbage truck is. 6 cops, now 1 doing their job and managing traffic. But the crisis intervention woman will hold the police tape line. Look at that. That's beauteous. This is our mental health dollars at work right here. Her job is to take care of the people. She's assisting the police instead.
Yeah, we're piloting a new program.
Huh?
We're piloting a new program.
You're piloting a program. Tell me about it.
So basically, I ride around with the homeless outreach team.
Uh-huh.
And I get people into services,
Uh-huh.
hotels.
Uh-huh. $1 million. I know. We just got some of that
A lot
pushed
of,
through.
a lot of transient people who are here who don't want to be here anymore.
Mm-hmm.
We help them get home.
Send them on a bus and tell them never to come back to Denver, right?
Hey guys, heads up. We're gonna have the trash truck come right past you.
Okay. So you get him out of the road.
Yep.
Oh, that's why he's got the stripes on his arm. What's funny is that the garbage truck showed up before the garbage cans did, right? So they got compost and recycling cans there, but the garbage truck showed up before.
I'm gonna have him back in here. Step to the side.
They're backing in here. Allegedly. He's not backing very well.
The FBI under investigation for words in spell custody.
It's awesome. They got big old boys coming around the corner too.
I wonder why the Denver Sheriff's Office, they only deal with court shit.
Inmates to do the garbage pickup.
Yeah.
It's financially affordable for them to put people in jail and sign them up for slave labor.
Yep.
Which they have to get paid for because slave labor is illegal in the state of Colorado.
Well, they get paid for it, but nowhere near minimum
Right, watch your truck.
They get $1.13 an hour, something to do.
Something like that.
Watch your feet there.
Yep.
It's gonna end up going around that trash truck, so if you guys don't mind, stay in the back there, please. Thank you very much.
This is about to be a bad situation. You, what are you doing? You see this guy? RTD C329. C329 does not know what the fuck. Right? And that's the mass transit people. Especially with a car.
Buster, he used to be a driver. He used to be a driver.
He's still driving, but he's not a stopper now, huh?
He's a driver, not a stopper.
This guy said, okay, inside my tarp is whatever garbage you might want. We're gonna dump that out. So you were telling me about your new program. You're telling me about the program.
So, Mental Health Center of Denver, and I work with the District 6,
Uh-huh.
the homeless outreach team.
Right?
So it's a 3-month trial right now, getting people mental health, substance abuse treatment services. Obviously, you know the housing situation in Denver. So, let's see.
Excuse me, thank you.
I just sneeze so bad, it's so just
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Okay.
I understand.
So I get them intakes in MHCD, get them case management.
Is that all done in one location, or do they have to move around for that?
What do you mean with case management?
Yeah, so
No, the case manager comes to you.
so that's one of the things, like, and if you haven't heard us, like,
I'm newer, so I don't know.
okay,
what
so let me offer you some idea.
Yeah.
One of the things we talked about in the meeting last night about the future of what sensitivity training should look like for the employees of the city of Denver is understanding, for one, I think that in order to communicate with these people, you can't stand next to guns when you talk to them.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to bridge the gap between law enforcement and mental health in a way, so that we partner together to get people what they need.
But what
not
you're-
arrested, but what
right,
they
right. But what you do when you stand next to the cops and talk to them, to the unhoused members of our community, is that you're standing on the other side of the line clearly, and you don't show yourself as much as like with them is what I'm just kind of looking at, right?
Gotcha.
And so if we're really trying to separate and give up police hours, right? Because the city of Denver's police budget with the fire safety whatever is 40%, right? $600,000, and the advocates and the videographers and the activists are very clear in saying that's wasteful spending. If we could take $5 million of police hours against the homeless out of their pay and apply it to housing, we could build a building or 3 and start solving problems.
Sure.
So when you double up on the time consumed by having 2 cops or at least one with you to go talk to somebody, you're not showing the police don't need to be there, or they can be separate or less cops, right? You don't earn the trust of the people that you're trying to communicate and offer services, because it's always under the threat of violence.
That's a fair opinion. That's why we're trying to break that stigma.
And let me tell you why this is so important. A couple weeks ago, a professor from the University of Colorado Denver testified in a court of law as an expert witness that self-reported rape amongst the homeless community averages, we're going to say, about 12% until people get move-along orders. Then it goes to 45%. So the cops, the guns, are not generally perceived as people's friends, right? Those are the people who either will do violence to me, or I hide from them and other people do violence to me. And so understanding sensibly what it means to be an advocate of the unhoused community. I mean, I'll turn my cameras away when you're talking, right?
Yeah, this is a HIPAA thing.
This other young lady over here? No. I'm telling you, I'm sensitive. Right? I'm not putting my camera on her all day. Okay. Right? She's stressed out enough. Right?
So you're aware of those.
Yes,
Gotcha,
we're aware
cool.
of those things.
I don't know the cause.
So when you go walk and talk to her, we're gonna put the camera away.
Thank you. That's
okay.
We'll not someone didn't do that earlier, and so the girl wouldn't come out and talk to me.
Okay.
So
Well, we're working on that.
yeah,
Okay.
I don't. You guys have. I don't. What?
Well, you know, I'm in a not so asshole-like mood today. Some days are better than others.
I feel like we talked at 24th in California.
Oh yeah, probably.
And I saw that you had a plastic straw thing on BJ and Jamie. Is that you?
A what?
A plastic straw. Did you have like a? Did you talk to BJ and Jamie about plastic straws?
Yes.
I saw that.
Yes, indeed.
I heard it.
Yes.
Okay.
I actually.
So you have like you have a big following and cause.
Well, I mean, let's face it. I was on a opponent of the mayor team for the election this year.
Oh, I didn't.
I'm one of the.
I'm newer to the city. I don't work for the city. I don't work for the cops. So
Okay.
I'm just like a
Sure.
liaison. So I honestly don't know. And I've only.
So I'm Brian.
Caitlin.
Caitlin, nice to meet you. I'm a graduate of Metropolitan State downtown.
Yeah.
And I was evicted from my home by my landlord so that he could raise the rent in Denver.
Like Cap Hill area? Because I feel like.
And no, not Cap Hill. District 3.
Oh.
So, and this was 2015.
Gotcha.
So I was evicted and made homeless as I graduated with honors.
Wow.
Okay?
What was your degree?
I have an IDP. It's an independent, I wrote my own degree plan.
Wow.
But it's a bachelor's of science in sustainable infrastructure and practices.
Perfect.
Okay?
Awesome.
Our sustainability office in the city of Denver has like 2 employees right now, right?
Yeah.
I know over 80 people who tried to work for the city, helping to clean the city up, right?
Yeah.
But when you understand the situation, you have to understand that it took a court order, a settlement in a court of law, for public waste to agree to put out more garbage cans for people in our city, right? So conditions are not good for people, and we all have different opinions and attitudes about it.
Have you been to Seattle?
I've been to a lot of places and organizations that we worked with, right? But you got to understand, the first villages that we put up, where we were protecting people. Yeah, you go there.
Yeah, sorry.
We'll talk again later.
Yeah, no, it was nice to finally meet you.
Yes. I'm actually famouser than I thought. What do you know? So you know the crew's here. We're gonna be losing bandwidth. There's Jonna, the investigator. How much she's investigating today? Hey.
Yeah, we could have investigated sooner.
All right, who's yelling at Dana and which Dana? What? I want to see it. I want to see the message. What happened? Your sweet trader. Who's the sweet trader? That's the question. Who's the sweet trader? Thank God I got moderators because I ain't paying attention.
I know Janet. She's my guy. I graded Barrett on this. This one's coming.
Hey, you want to hear some fucking positive shit that I've actually gotten done this past week?
So 16th Street Mall, right? We do the feed every Sunday. You know about that?
So she's going to be taking care of some mental health crises, and that's good. Right? We're going to walk around, see what kinds of stuff. See, if they just provided garbage cans for people, there'd be less trash on the street. Sergeant got away from everything else as fast as possible. I said, you got away from all of that as quick as possible.
You know, my thing is, people here fighting the rights and calm and stuff like that. I don't mind. I just try to, if it's going to escalate, if people are mad or hate, whatever. I don't need yelling and screaming. You know, if people want to do it, I don't care.
Sometimes we need a little yelling and screaming,
Sometimes they do.
right? right? I mean, and I'm explaining to the mental health lady over here, right? The idea of walking around with cops to talk to people is not sensible. It's not you don't have sensitivity to the needs of the homeless when you do that, right? The statistical fact is that when they surveyed the homeless in Denver, the percentage of people who self-reported being raped went up from 12 to 45% when you correlated who and how many people had been given move-along orders not to be in a public space, but to go hide in dark spots, right? From 12 to 45% is a catastrophic spike in people getting raped. 3 out of 10 extra people, right? And so when we're trying to build these and I'm looking at what we're at about 10, 12 a minute right now as far as labor. Because of how many people are out here, right? If the chief of police truly wants to homeless money from the wages of police officers to community service workers, so that maybe we don't spend $5 extra million a year pushing people along, but we find the actual services and needs for them, then we got to be sensible that we don't need as many cops out here all morning to do this. Probably only takes 1 or 2 officers. And, but again, if there were garbage cans put out here, notices went up, then they would have something effective to clean. Right?
Every day.
They come out here every day.
5 days a week. Once the notices goes up, 5 of those days.
Where's the garbage cans from the last 5 days?
But people gather and they do right for.
Wait, so people who go out and collect things and gather up the...
Or they get it more. They come up here and clean 5 days a week.
I'd rather just see garbage cans out here. New cops showing up. And this guy hasn't been here all day. Now he's just going to show up and start walking up on people? He just got here. Why is he needed here? Is there something he's doing that you can't do? Or the 3 other ones that are over there?
We're all doing stuff. I'm not. I'm hanging out with you.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying, is his use of wages at this location an effective use of our tax dollars?
Right now it is.
Because you couldn't be doing that. That's the point. It's not gonna make it easy on him. And who's this new fuck just shows up?
In order to read the
Starts busting his ass in here.
to clean up the fraud.
Your toe strap, I've got on the bottom on my 2-inch toe hitch. I've got hooked up. Put where chains go. So, and then but before we go,
Here we go.
We need to see where the best way to get
Everybody's got to come play big dick in the area today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 police officers, 2 deputies. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So the driver is on the left-hand side.
Hey, we're now up to about $30 to $40 a minute. That's what I'm calculating here, folks. $30 to $40 a minute. There's at least 13 workers here. At least half of these people make $20 or more an hour. And I'd say the percentage at 20 or more is actually closer to 30 or 40. Benefits and everything included. So I'm calculating we're about $35 a minute right now. Right? This is what it costs to house people. $30 to $45 a minute. Another day in paradise.
Then then I can pull it this way with your tire.
Which you find once I get it far enough, I'll be able to pull a good here and get over.
Do they have a time limit?
Yeah, the time limit's what Public Works says.
Oh.
Because the 7 days are up. You had 7 days to get your shit out of here. And they came 5 days to offer to take people's stuff for them and start moving it around in the shuffle. A lot of money standing around doing jack shit. That's right. A lot of money standing around. 13 workers right now. 13 salaries. There's more coming. There's more coming. And this poor person in that little box hasn't come out. Now she's surrounded. You think she's gonna come out peacefully or not scared? Right? I mean, she's having a hard time this morning already. What's that for somebody's mental health? I got 20 people hanging around me.
They don't give a flying fuck.
Oh.
Pieces of fucking shit. Every single one of them should be thrown in fucking jail for at least a night. You know how it feels. You know? Hot bed, hot. Hot food is hot. You're not helping, I can tell you that.
Gotta love it when Janet gets angry.
She's better. She's almost as good as Pikachu. Okay. That's your way is low?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell him hi. I like her. She's fun. Oh, I'm sorry.
Just wasting our money away, saying the homeless they cannot stay, sitting by the edge of the river,
Just shoot them, then we don't have a problem anymore.
watching everybody shiver.
Have a fucking dumpster and not have to deal with things.
No justice.
Shoot them!
No justice, no peace. Oh my God, that was a close up.
Janet's laugh permeates the day.
I love that hoodie, by the way. My favorite is when you know, they come and get you just go, no, John! And you get right in his face, right? Sir, if you don't keep your voice down, no! Yep.
Dang, Jason, hope you get well. This guy's figuring out how to stack his wheelchair, I guess. Move shit around.
I'm watching the same thing. Trying to figure this out.
You here to help her? You gonna help her?
Her birthday?
You know she got beat up last night, got a black eye. You gonna help her?
And it's her birthday.
Hey lady, you gonna help her?
And it's her happy birthday, Emily.
Go ahead, pull out your gun and shoot her. Huh? You fucks.
Scaring the shit out of her. Hey, Chief says you all look really dumb on the camera standing around doing nothing. Maybe you should earn your wages.
One of the women pulled the gun off, told my supervisor
Hey, Belle.
she needed to come out a certain way.
Good work, Janet. They said good work, Janet.
I'll blow your head off. Threatening a 7-month pregnant woman.
I didn't even recognize insurance like this. I don't think it's been a year.
Oh yeah, but isn't it crazy? It's like all like $2,000 a month units.
2,200.
2,200.
2,200.
A month?
Where is that doctor?
Crossroads? That's Crossroads.
Is that Crossroads?
The old building that doesn't cost that much.
An old flower warehouse.
Right. So they light the building and it doesn't match before the rest of the
Gotta fucking write the shit down, dude. Fucking pull him into ours.
This guy, those two guys have been like the coolest here of all, right?
He got him to bring the notebook out.
Yep. They don't understand he's deaf as a doornail, right?
Oh my gosh, it's the stopper. The stopper's here?
Yeah, the RTD depot's on the back there. Look at, they're all coming up. Now that rush hour's over, all the drivers are going back home. They don't get a 40-hour work week. They have to work split shifts.
I can't even imagine anybody telling me to do this.
How
the fuck did you do it?
You see how that kind of goes to, contradict each other? Can I ask you a question? Sorry, I can't read the rest of the question.
Woo! That beat you,
Regarding my service dog. Now, give me now.
Wow, pulled the camera out, or pulled the pen and paper out for defending that. That's pretty impressive. I like it. No, that's good. Well, you know.
The officer knows who I am and that I have a signal dog. But he's just going to complete the situation and just sit here, not write notes to me and try to get me exasperated to the point to where they say, fuck.
Apply the golden rule. Help them. Well, you know we do, and here's the problem. Like, we're not allowed on the inside of their fence, so we can't actually go and help people pick their stuff up, right? We can't invade their homes. And so what the police have done and the workers here is they've put a line where they get to hang out inside next to people's homes and push them to move. Right?
I have nicotine, caffeine, and vitamins THC. Bam, I'm a red
while negating my right to effective communication.
So we still have 1, 2, 3, 4,
Shoot them, bitch.
5, 6 cops. Oh wait, is there one back there? 7 cops. 2 deputies. 7 public works. And a mental health person. And see again.
I can't understand what you're saying. Can you write down what you're saying, please?
The 7th sensitivity is that you don't hang out with the cop. You communicate without the cop.
He's not a good guy. If he was a good guy,
you have
he'd
hundreds
fucking
of
shoot
guns
the bad
pointing at your
guys.
head. Bang, bang,
That's
bang!
what he'd do. He's not a good guy.
Told the homeless that
So every time one of your blue-line family members sits there and cries about a police officer being shot,
And look at this great driving. Good driving. That's perfect driving. Other side of the road, right? I mean, we're in as we can.
it's just they're criminalized.
Because if I take you guys out of the street because you're creating, impeding the roadway and causing people to have to turn in a dangerous way, well then I have to. But I don't want to. That's why I'm saying please. That way,
Right? Because 6 people working under your command right now, not one of them could stand outside the line and direct traffic, could they, Sergeant?
I've been trying to maintain, I understand you.
Technically, I don't have to still create the roadway, but I know you're doing your things. I try to work with you guys. You don't have to like it.
bang! How does that sound make you feel? Bang! How does that sound make you feel? Bang, bang! How does that sound make you feel? Hey. Bang, bang, bang! Bang, 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 bang! Bang! Bang!
You're gonna arrest him for a finger. You stupid fuck.
Well, that's cool. Maybe if there wasn't 7 people standing around her thing, I wouldn't need to be filming it.
That's why we're over here talking.
Okay, well, you see the mental health girl is all the way down there.
Yeah.
You're not the mental health person.
We have her mom coming out.
Okay, that's cool.
She just
then
doesn't
there
wanna-
shouldn't be all these people staying in around here. So I'm here to film the
film
news,
us.
and this is
Please,
the news.
Just don't film her.
Okay,
She's freaking
well-
out about that, okay?
Okay.
That's all I'm asking.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, if all these people weren't standing around her tent while they were beating on it, I guess we wouldn't have to be over here drawing the scene. But where's your mental health girl? Go get her.
We're gonna do that.
Okay.
So talk to her when there's not
Thank you.
people.
Don't impede me from doing the video.
Why not?
Thank you.
Not at all.
Okay.
I never said that. I
Okay.
said, help yourself.
Yeah, I'm the quiet one.
That's fine.
Okay.
I just wanted to let you know. You film us all you want. Just if
I know-
somebody
I know my
are you
rights,
guys
sir.
able to just give her a break on the filming?
Bang!
Okay.
Bang, 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 bang!
Give paper. Hey, somebody type in defense screen that the girl's triggered and she wants to have a little mental health space. Where's the mental health worker? No, she's triggered. Oh yeah, my point. Give her some room. Exactly. It's fucked up, man.
I got a place. I haven't ready yet, but I'm moving in like 2 months. A brand new place in Lakeview. I'll call that shit. It's almost about fully.
Nice. So you just gotta survive the winter till.
Probably longer than 2 months. I wouldn't look at it. It's a brand new building.
Oh, so they're still building it.
So
Building it as they build them. That's
as soon
good.
as my place is done, I'm moving in.
That's good.
So this is no big deal, man. I'm done. I'll get my tent.
Yeah, get your stuff, man. You're good. Oh, look, there's another guy. Look at this fuckface. By the way, it looks like some cat just got his face. Right? It's great driving. Oh, there's dumpsters right there. Look at that. Dumpsters. Should announce yourself when you walk up on somebody like that. So we're just adding to the wages here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Do another count here. There's the sheriffs. They're back. And allegedly there's inmates inside. There's a couple of them just driving around, getting out for the day. Somebody must have had to go pay. So here's the solution. They're really just moving across the street, outside the tape line. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I can count to 12 so far. $13, 14. We're up to 14 people now. Car's still running. Car's still running. Car's still running. Burning gas into the atmosphere. Now you can see it's running. It's running. All these vehicles are just left running. So we're burning gas, we're burning up the atmosphere and the environment. Right? There's 14 people working here today right now. 14. Let's see, will she figure out how to drive effectively? Probably not. $14 o'clock right now. And this is going to take all day, folks, just so that you were clear, right? Good question. Why can't they just claim shit?
Hey, what's up?
$13, 14 people on wages. Not one of these people is monitoring traffic in any way, shape, or form. So when we look at how many cops, how many employees it takes to do this job, right, and what the cost is to the city, this is how we're looking at it. We need to be looking at this and comparing it. Oh my God, I think this car is off. Hey, whose vehicle is this? No. I mean, it's the people's vehicle. I know that already. Who's driving this vehicle today? Well, I want to shake your partner's hand. It's the only person with enough sense out of all of you to shut your vehicle off. It is good. Whose vehicle is it? It's our vehicle. Of course we know whose vehicle it is, people.
I know.
It'd be like saying, whose child is this? We know it's everybody's child. Child was born for the people. Lombardi, that's his name.
So,
7 days. 7-day order, so it's 7 to 10 days. They'll move, they'll create another location.
I'm gonna actually face it on me. Am I looking for it? Okay.
Thank you for doing that. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I gotta let you go
She just walked out everything. She had her own little garbage can inside. Little garbage bag. Just keeping it nice and tidy. People who are under stress don't want to live like pigs or live on the streets. It happens. Hey, watch out! Hey, what's your name, man?
John.
John, I want to shake your hand and thank you. You're the only one smart enough to shut off your vehicle.
Oh. Just a habit.
That's a good habit.
Non-wasteful.
That's right.
I used to drive Logisticaire in Wisconsin.
I'm not a total asshole.
I used to drive Logisticaire and I used to complain about the gas because these guys would go when it's hot and they'd sit in a park in Waukesha, Wisconsin with their vehicle running on AC.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm doing in Waukesha, Wisconsin? I'm in the park smoking a joint. Wonder if Les Paul played under this tree. Son of a bitch. That's what I'm doing in Waukesha. That's, oh my God, I'm not in my vehicle. Kiss that. Oh my goodness.
So what's the situation with you? You got a tow coming?
The guy in the van's gonna pull it.
Oh, goody, goody.
Yep, I'm just waiting to see how this shit all develops. Because I kind of need to get shit out of the way so I can, because he's gonna have to hook up to me like right here. The only thing that's in my way is
them.
Pretty much.
So now things are getting thrown in and crushed.
Yep.
Oh, and there's more lady cops here? Or is that a different one? Man, I'm gonna have to do another count again. I think that's a new one. She just got here. So while we've been away, the bike parts are disappearing into the trash piles, right? Solid waste will be coming for those things, but not buckets and tubs. You know, the fun part about all of this is that they're probably having as much of a hard time watching all the threads as you are.
That's not me, dude. Look at him. He's like, this game. And I'm like, get off the chain. That's hair. Which is this? Yes. So no, there's nothing in there. Watch.
So this guy who wasn't here, such an important part of the team, harassing people with mental health issues while they're trying to carry on their day here. This is the effectiveness of 8 cops being on site. Is that you get one with an ego and nobody knows how to shut them the fuck up. The resource officer isn't doing a very good job with the mental health. Just tell him just to leave him alone and let her do her shit. Right?
I will say stop staring at this. The screen is special.
Oh my god. Oh my god. The smart one who turns off his vehicles is the only one who knows how to direct traffic too. See, look at that. Those are some honest guys over there. Right? The old school guys pushing a van, helping out. Yep. There we go. Good job, everybody.
Try to go forward. Try to go forward.
Off the brake.
What the heck happened there? Sorry about that, folks. That was my camera acting up, my phone. One more. Just living in the box. Oh, there was a guy in there with her too. The Auditor's Crew. Rare video opportunities with Bruce the Hippie, Liberty, Monk Guy, Janet, the instigator, Defend, John, the corrects traffic. It's the only one out of all like 9 of them, 10 of them that are here.
Best place to go. I don't go now. Go speak to the now, dude. Someone about
Yeah. That guy's a white supremacist driving that truck. He's got the Panther thingy on there, huh? At least that's what I've been told the Panther means. So here we are, 2.5 hours in. We've got 14 city and county of Denver employees on the clock right now to move along about 14 individuals who don't have a place to live. Okay? So there's currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 left. So that's more than one employee per unhoused individual. That's what we're working on right now, so that we keep an idea of the cost effectiveness of moving all of these people along. Oh my God, she realized that she's out of her box and she's gonna go talk to her. Is she? Or is she gonna go talk to the cops instead? Ah, damn it. All right, folks. What time is it? Oh, it's 10:30. I need to go to work, take care of some stuff, and see about that. So. Nancy from the city of Denver yet? Denver mayor's office. We want to know why the notices that they're handing out don't have time stamp coordination. We want them to have version controls. We want them to have version controls so that when stuff is wrong, it can be fixed. So the version control that we need at the mayor's office to fix is the public works notice on where the property is, because it's it's inaccurate basically. So we want that to change, and so we got to call Nancy at the mayor's office because she's not coming out here today, and their version of the flyer is not in compliance with fact and settlement. It doesn't explain how IDs are kept for longer than 60 days. Things like that. So now we actually have traffic things happening. I do want to note, this area right here does smell of urea. It's a strong stench. And now they're pulling the van along. Transmission went out on it. When you lose $150 in a day's worth of not working, it's rough. But you know, if you live under a truck topper, that's also rough. I guess they're gonna go push or pull or tag or help, and we'll show our community helping in community, in the setting here. In case anything has to be pushed, pulled, turned. It's a crew effort, right? Slow down, slow down, slow down. That car, that van's being towed. That van in front of you, that has no brake lights. Chana's so excited she found the stopper. So just keep pushing people around the edges. Alright? That's the worst part. The edges. We're hiding you. Huh? Oh yeah, right next to the river. It is oh, the geese? All the geese you could want to pet, yeah. Feed them all day long. So I guess we're gonna help push this van around a little bit. So I'm just gonna tag this here. Just let it sit for a minute. Oh, look at the river.
Can you go forward a little bit? Yeah. Cool enough, thank you.
You might have to pick the trash up. It looks like there's a...
Yeah, I know there's a bunch of fucking garbage.
disgustingness, but...
I'll figure it out.
I mean, they got all those guys in the van. They couldn't have them outside cleaning litter patrol.
Yeah.
Right?
You okay, babe?
I gotta go get my truck.
Yeah.
I don't know where the hell I'm gonna park that. They're gonna leave you alone for a while? I'm gonna leave my truck.
Oh, yeah. Look at this, Janet. Look at the mountains. You're down by the river, looking at the mountains. Gosh, it's gorgeous. Don't you think, Bruce?
Sweet.
It's really beautiful.
What y'all doing?
Who y'all work for? Work?
Yeah, do y'all?
No,
I
this
work
isn't
for
my
the
job.
Denver Voice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, I work for Retail Solutions, it's called. I'm a merchandiser.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, I just had the day off, so.
Yeah, somebody did that before. It ain't ours.
Well, you know, they got a work crew.
Yours here?
Yeah, that's mine.
Nice.
Hey, I've been homeless for a while, and I decided, let me do something.
Yeah.
Good job.
So I did.
It looks nice.
Keeps you warm.
Yeah.
If you say so.
If you say so, yeah.
If you say so.
What's that?
You're talking a big tin can.
Yeah, right?
You got insulation on
When
it?
it gets cold.
Easy. Come on, baby.
Don't tell
When
it.
she gets cold outside, it's eventually gonna get cold inside. It's hard to keep them warm.
Well, I got a propane, but it's hard to keep that
When you have like a party.
warm. Yeah, a big one. I see a bigger one than that, but I don't got the money to get it.
They just use so much propane.
Yeah. You know, last me 2-3 days with the propane, and then I gotta go get more.
You got a big tank, like a
Yeah.
20 pound.
It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. I'm not looking at it.
And when you use propane's a byproduct of that is oil. So you're literally wet.
don't put it on there like that. You just keep it back. Because I don't want to set fire.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I wish I had that in my mind.
You gotta keep moving up.
Please let me trade
You too.
Yeah, folks, this is one of the nice views of the city. You got water, you got mountains. Yeah. Well, you know,
The crane.
in a perfect world.
You just gotta look that way.
Yeah. Because if you look that way, it's all gentrification.
Yeah. There's parking lot over there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they got 3 rows of decks all over the shopping. Right?
I asked Shauna this morning, you want to go do something fun? And she said yes. And so she just said to me, is this what you meant by fun? Is this I said, yeah, aren't you having fun?
Left my glasses at your house.
You know what? You just said that. I should have brought that.
See that bear on the other side of the bear is one of the families that just moved away from that one spot. And now they've been centralized over there, right? So they've all been just moved. So what happens is you build unity, you build safety in a grouping, right? A couple of them have mental health issues. They're allowed to be around. There's factors. People keep a protection in an encampment. Now you cut the encampment and you separate people, and there's a problem. So that's my learnings today. And so you only allowed to let these guys clean up this space or stretch their legs? I mean, there's a whole slide of the river here. You know, you could let them get some sunshine and enjoy the fresh air today.
How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Remember me from last time?
No, but
We just had to talk for a little while.
which location? I do this too much.
I know. I think it was California.
Oh yeah, 24th of California, cleaning up the Excel property. That as soon as everybody was gone off that property, the signs for construction disappeared.
But that big building there, the word wasn't going to knock that down, right?
No.
But they were supposed to.
No, they were just building a taller wall. But all the signs are gone. There's no construction happening there.
No more.
No, after everybody moved. Yeah, interesting situation. We're just, yeah. I mean, these poor cats squatted up in the vehicle like this, you know. Just let them get out, get a little sunshine.
We will.
All right. It's an interesting turn for everybody too.
I know it's a lot of traffic here.
Yeah, it is. The bus depot. That's right. And so if you look at the point of that, of what I just tried to say there, is that the guys could have gotten out of the building, right? And now if you look at where that is in correlation to the turn in the road, is the sheriff's office really in the best spot or parked in the right direction to allow for the flow of traffic? It's a question we all must ask ourselves. And it's not a solution to people. It would be more of a solution to dedicate a spot and say, okay, no work's getting done here for 6 months. Oh, look at this giant field right here. No work's happening on this field. Maybe we could just put 100 tents up there and leave them alone for the winter. Wouldn't that be fucking nice? I think we've solved the This giant field right here is not being used for anything. We could just let them stay there for the winter. Oh, the Canadian geese. No, that's owned by a foreign government. Most of the land in downtown Denver isn't owned by any American at all. It's owned by the Chinese and the European country, the Middle Eastern. All you have to do is make a decree. The city would have to just make a decree. Foreign countries can't own our city, and if you are a foreign country, you must sell the land. We're no longer allowing permits on that.
Well, you actually have a good idea, because a lot of us have the same idea, but it won't wash.
It won't wash. But, you know, if we keep talking about it, maybe eventually we'll have more weapons than they do, and we'll just take it over.
More frustration.
Even the cops don't know how to fucking drive right.
That's what's funny to me, like for example, the Union Station case.
Yeah, just a little aggressive. So, just so that everybody's clear, this pile right here was put out as the garbage truck was leaving away, and the man's like, that's the waste pile.
I mean, I might as well run out the street with a gun and
Just makes so much sense.
It's stupid, you know? But yeah, so what I do.
Oh, shit. It's the defendant.
Ryan Loma.
How you doing, Mr.
You're the defendant.
No. I got 2 federal lawsuits. One in which the city of Denver violated like all forms of law. There's 85 pages of email. 95 pages of emails that the judge told us about yesterday. Oh, 96. Okay. 96 is a pattern of conspiracy. Where things like gangs conspire against the civilians in the United States of America, and they end up having to pay lawsuits for that. But you're appreciating your immunity in that, I'm sure, right now as a civil servant. One of these days, maybe we'll change the laws, and maybe it's because I'll be 3-0, and I won't.
This is the man in charge of trying to.
I won't have ever actually committed a crime for using my camera or my free speech. And then maybe after my 3rd dismissed case, maybe then you lose your immunity against me. What do you think about that, Lieutenant?
And about conspiracy with private entities.
You talk a lot.
I'm 2-0 already, though. You do understand that, right?
So just today, again, these guys got a job to do, so please don't interfere with them. Don't get in their way.
Oh no, I'm talking to you.
I got you, but I'm telling you while this is going on.
I'm talking to you, and I'm safe. I'm good. Thank you.
Again, another director. We got it. We got it there, Chavez.
2-0, buddy. I'm 2-0 for your false arrests against me.
Yep.
And then it comes to find out that you conspired to silence electioneering through a multi-month conspiracy working with non-governmental agencies to convict or create crimes that don't exist. We're going to have a heyday with you. Aren't you glad Eric's not here today? Because he'd really have a lot of fun with you.
We always have all of the detailed evidence.
Oh, man. I mean, you know, it's beautiful because the camera doesn't lie.
Right.
The camera tells the truth,
Yep.
and it allows me to always be vindicated, right? Because the idea that
you know what's cool?
Free speech is not free. It takes a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to protect it.
Hey, you know what? If we have all this live stream and all this high definition stuff, right? If we had smell-o-vision, you could have actually smelled how this guy smelled like a tank of bourbon at the last.
Oh man!
Right?
Oh man! RICO. So this is one of these things that we're working on right now. Is how RICO violations are going to be playing against the city of Denver and the people. RICO, gang activity, organized crime. That's going to be attached to the Denver Police Department. Thank you, Lieutenant. I really appreciate it. And now we're up to 50, well, let's see, 15 employees here? Oh, they look like, so let's see. There's 1 cop, 2 wanna cops, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cops, 2 public works, a homeless advocate, and 2 deputies. So what do we gotta be running like $40 an hour right now. I mean a minute, right? With all the workers here. Just think about what that effective use of would be if we actually were like building houses, converting warehouses into facilities. I mean, it would be amazing. I really look forward to this. These beautiful sunshiny days. I don't know how he sleeps at night.
These in real life streams are just gonna ruin a lot of careers there, Chavez. We're gonna knock you guys down.
No, he's got some hairs on the back of his thing, and they're not even his hairs. If you look at them, if you can see them, they're really long hairs. There's nothing that would come off of this guy. Must be dog hairs.
Stealing, murdering.
The head of the, this guy right here is the head of the snake right there.
We can do better than that.
Oh, we can definitely.
We can definitely do better than that. Yeah, when can we do better? Badge number 1 is going to be like in memoriam one of these days.
I'm concerned for your safety. I don't want you to get hit by a car. That would be a travesty.
Just when I thought I was going to go for the day. Could you imagine? Could you imagine what it would be like if people actually opened their homes, their extra yard space, their garages, they had spaces for people to live? Could you imagine if police respected the people's rights and actually honored the oath to the Constitution that they took? It's to the corporations that pay their paychecks. Could you imagine a world where maybe there was only like a need for 2 eyes to oversee the situation instead of like 14 sets of eyes, right? Please ask him if his debt of gratitude to the veterans is immeasurable when what?
Are you a veteran?
Oh, I'm not a veteran,
Ryan?
but other veterans are asking. I don't steal honor. I was unable to serve, but I hear that you've given debts of gratitude in the past, and so for the veterans that might be out here homeless today, you know how this shows your gratitude of their service.
There's other veterans here too, Brian, that are in uniform.
Uh-huh. So how do you think it makes them feel when you're ordering them to turn on their brother?
We're just trying to help them with getting them services so they don't have to live on the street like this.
Okay.
So we're trying to help them out.
You're trying to help them out. So what services were provided today? Can you tell me?
We're asking.
You're asking. I've been here for 2.5 hours, and I'm sure somebody on your staff's been watching that video.
Had someone go. Someone decided to go into the shelter.
One guy. One guy.
Well, we can't force someone to go to the shelter.
No, I understand that. But you can force them to move, right? You can force them to not have a garbage can or a place to go to the bathroom, to freeze and die at night.
There's plenty of bathrooms and there's
plenty of bathrooms. Do you smell it here? Is there plenty of bathrooms here? There's not. Huh?
But there are that at the shelters.
At the shelters. Is there enough housing? Is there enough room at the inn?
Yes,
Christmas is coming.
Yes, there is.
Actually, that's the lie. In a court of law, it has been evidenced for the record that there is not enough room at the inn. There is about 4,000 short spaces in the inn.
Yeah, we're independents on YouTube.
There is not enough room at the inn. And
Hey,
that's
guys,
the issue.
I want to say something to you guys, okay? I want to say something to you guys.
He's about to absolutely stroke him now. Watch.
Oh, God.
I've already videotaped before.
Okay.
Dude, I live in that thing. I've been homeless for many years.
Why don't you turn around and watch that, bro?
There's enough cameras on him.
Hey, Shop, can I say, bang?
Is that a word? Someone just told me something really ironic.
Just obey.
They have to obey.
Someone just made a really, really great statement on the
Not
corner.
by
Do you know that they set aside
police officers
land
doing
for
their
prairie
job.
dogs?
Yeah.
The job lies
Yeah.
in the city.
Humans
and
don't
county
matter.
of Denver not doing what's right. Hold on.
They set aside land.
Hold on now. Let me say it. Wow. These guys are just doing their jobs right now, okay?
They set aside land for prairie dogs, but not for human beings. Right? How do you sleep at night, buddy?
To the city council.
We do. We do. These guys protect the corporations that spent $2.5 million. These kids protect the corporations that spent $2.5 million to make sure you didn't have a place to live, to make sure that the law wasn't changed, because they spent $2.5 million. And that fucktard, wherever he went, the lieutenant, wannabe cop, he actually was part of a conspiracy to get me off the 16th Street Mall to not be able to use mass transit intersections to educate Denver voters about the facts behind the election. That was the law. They spent over $2.5 million to keep this happening, where every time they want to move people along, they're going to bring 15 people out there.
What happens if somebody walks up to you and sticks a gun in your face, and this man sees it, and shoots that man to protect your life? What happens then? Is he still a pig?
I have a choice, okay? I have a choice whether I exercise my constitutional freedoms, whether I'm armed or not, okay? And you don't know that when you walk up to me, okay?
Doesn't matter.
You don't
That's
know.
his job.
So your hypothesis that somebody comes to pull a gun on me does not stand with me, because I know what a good cop looks like. I have a family member who's a police officer. He opens the police department at night so that the unhoused people can sleep inside. Not one police department in the city of Denver has that option. And all of these are members of a union. They could vote that into policy.
But they still have a job to do.
So did the Nazis.
I think you're acting more like Nazis than they are.
He's trying to tell.
Looks like the Denver police just helped get a person off the street by getting hooked up with their parents.
Oh, the mom. Yes, we know about that, actually.
Yeah, but you didn't do that, did you?
Huh?
We did. We did that.
No, you did that. You did that. You put somebody under the threat of arrest.
No.
You hung. I watched the. I was here all morning. There was like 6 guns around the woman. She had 2 choices: move or call somebody else for help. Right? That wasn't your kindness of coming out here and saying, "How can we help you?" You were there for 7 days. She's been here.
Why don't you ask the?
For 7 days she's been here.
No.
How many of those days did you call her mother? It was the last day under threat of force and violence, right? I don't have it wrong. I'm out here. I know what's going on, right? Remember, I graduated college living in the streets because my landlord kicked me out for higher rents. And I've been doing this for a long time. Right? We really do understand what's going on out here.
Hey, Officer Lombardi's back.
And I understand.
Fuck Tardy, is that what you said?
I worked in this profession for 20 years.
I understand.
I mean, the solution's really easy. We can start by opening up the lobbies of police departments at night for homeless people to sleep in them. That's an easy solution. You could do it tomorrow. Tomorrow.
In front of the Capitol building.
Today all the paperwork gets done. Tomorrow it happens. That would be making change. Do you think that's a feasible solution? It's public space. Bring them in at night, feed them outside in the morning, then they're all out of the building. They have a bathroom to use all night, right? That would be a public service.
Set up for that.
Shelters are not safe.
It's not set up any kind of.
Do you know that they busted one of the shelters? They had their own meth ring going on inside, right? How many meth rings have you busted this month?
More than you.
More than me, probably. But I'm just not doing meth. I help people get off of it.
What's up, brother?
Hi guys, let's get out. Let's get out the street. Come
Trash
on.
truck in.
We'll get out of the way of this truck.
Still not one cop directing traffic. Gotta love that, Commander. Lieutenant. Shouldn't give you such prestige. Come on, you almost hit it. You almost hit it. Sometimes you gotta find a little laughter in life, buddy. Just a little bit. It's a propane garbage truck, by the way. Keeping the truck in the police line. Aw, the lieutenant ran away. He didn't like my bitter words. He's gone.
Ready?
Right? So I don't know if you guys noticed, and I'm being polite and respectful, but Mom is definitely a first worlder, where daughter's been living in second or third world conditions for a little while. That's really upsetting to me. But they're getting her out. Maybe she's just rebellious. Maybe she doesn't want to be beat up by people. I don't know. Ah, look at that. Traffic control. Fucktard, he couldn't do that himself. Guys gotta learn how to run traffic. Yeah, Mom's like a country club mom, right? Wealthy, fake tan, fake hair. I'm crossing the street. Thank you. There's more trash going in. And by the way, if you appreciated the mountains at all today, don't expect that to last. Because as you can see, the cranes and the skyline, it's just being cut out and disappeared, right? Those sheriffs haven't gotten out of their truck the whole damn day. Stuff's still getting packed and moved along. Garbage trucks are rolling. There are other streams rolling right now. Oh. Huh?
Where they don't have resources.
Oh, the lieutenant? Yeah! That's my motherfucker to fuck with.
Yeah. Get a fine old job, too.
Huh? Yeah, I kept the distance quiet and I kept on him. That made
Did
me.
you ever say bang, though?
No. No, that's not me, right?
Not me either. I wanted to say it today, but I didn't.
Yeah. So I gotta go find some work to get done today. I'm sure of it. So I'm gonna have to let this video thread go because I know I'm not getting paid $100 off the day for this video. So I just took my couple hour break. I gotta go put the time in. Good thing I started at 5:30 this morning. All right. Wait, let's find out what some people said here. I haven't been reading anything for a while.
They collect what they call here in Colorado a nutchuck. Okay.
So why not pitch a tent in a secluded area instead of parking lot? Why? Because the reality is that you get raped in dark forests and under trees. And some people do. And they build really good hideouts. And then they get exposed. And when you're 1, they just tell you to move. You're trespassing. When you're 10 or more, you form a right to 7 days before they force you to move. Right? So that's the difference in that question, and I thank you for asking it.
At least.
Yeah, and hey, listen, you gotta call Nancy because these guys are not giving out documents that have version control stamping on it, right? So Nancy at the mayor's office has got to get her shit right. Version content controls.
And we'll do that and that, whatever. And
so you should have seen Chavez because he was all like, Brian, we got a guy into a shelter today.
Yeah, like your buddy.
Look! It was the guy with the walker, right? So if you didn't catch the guy with the walker,
There was a civil assist.
right? It was a civil assist. There was a perfectly good walker on the other side of the van, right? So you had to have the broken one to get in. So that's the key, right? You had to have the broken one to get in because if you had a good walker, you wouldn't have gotten in, right? Aha! Right? Because you have to find the need that they have to fill, right? Secondary. Oh, girl who's way messed up in the head went back with country club white mom, right? I mean her tan was fake. The hair was hair sprayed into place, right? Not one follicle of hair was gonna move, right? So that condition says to me that mom isn't really like she's picking her daughter up, and maybe there's some hope, but really, shit's fucked up in that house.
If she gets old, she's gonna leave again.
Yeah.
Because she can't live under that roof with
Right.
that mom and them rules.
And those rules.
Money, because mom will give her a little bit more money.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right, and so that what is Chavez trying to claim that he did in getting mom there was just moved her out of the way for now, right? That wasn't a long-term solution. And so I'm just I know that, but because everybody was actually here listening to what I said, I'm trying to like reiterate a little bit and recap before the day's over and share what happened.
But I think that Aqua fits on
I thought maybe I'm not the gallon, no. I'm not
So the resource woman back here, the community resource woman, she actually knew that I was on one of the local morning radio shows talking about plastic pollution, the straw thing. How the fuck do you know that?
It's cool to be recognized.
Right? She's like, you really got a broad base. Oh yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Shit's fucked up, right?
Shit is fucked up and stuff.
We
But
care about our community. Saying, speak up for it.
right? But this is a 3-hour video. I put an hour's worth of work in before I left the house this morning. And starting at 9, I figure I got to get back into things. So, folks, I thank you for joining us. The cleanup will continue. This will take all day. This will continue to be
Really?
$3 to $5 a minute.
Right? I see how long is what they've been.
Get down there.
It's
You can see. Yeah, no,
This is ridiculous.
Well, the young lady that's sitting there, the mental health worker, the lady with
Yeah,
she's trying to find her caseworker.
yeah, she's really trying to do something. But the problem is that there's one caseworker for 9 cops, and there's no way that the cops are going to stop spending money on themselves if they have to justify 9 to 1 odds. Right?
Plenty of women in that field, and our system won't allow them to help them.
Right.
Won't allow them.
Right.
Because I am a citizen who drives a vehicle on the road. I have to respond to the authority of those who are driving these vehicles and get behind me and hit the lights. I have to stop.
Oh, and that's the sergeant's trigger man, right? Because everybody has a job. Sergeant said that cop right there, that pig right there with the tattoos, the gangland activity going up and down his sleeve, that's not triggering, by the way, right? When you see a man with a short hair and arm tattoos like that, you might know that they might bring violence out or might be representing some of that good old boy mentality. He's the trigger person. He's the one that is sent to trigger people and to be the use of force guy. He's different than these guys. They're working. They're trying to be in a relationship. They try to sleep at night, and I think they have a hard time. He? Dirty pig.
I can agree to disagree with everybody or anybody, but there's 2 sides to a coin, and one. There's not just one side. It's not a two-tailed coin.
I don't think it's a 2-tailed coin. I think it's like a 12-sided dice.
Yeah, if you're into Dungeons and Dragons, yeah.
It's not about whether it's 12 or 26-sided. The idea is that it's a web. It's multifaceted. It's like a diamond.
And there's no easy solution to it.
No, but this isn't a good use of money to find the solution, right? With the amount of money being spent here today in one day alone, I could put all up for a month.
A month is, and then when the month is up, it's done.
Well, let's take 2 of them off the job, and then we'll find a solution. Just saying, it doesn't take 9 cops to do all of this. Plus, 2 Japanese over there, right? But sitting there doing nothing but sitting in their van since 9 o'clock this morning. 2 hours ago they got here, right? $50 an hour at least, maybe 100, sitting in that truck.
Yeah, that's true. They're
Right?
They're not volunteers.
They're not volunteers, right?
Right.
So they're sitting there doing nothing. Nothing.
Well, we can agree to disagree.
I'm just saying, they're not working right now.
But
right?
we could agree to disagree, though, right?
Are you saying they are working?
Yeah, they're sitting there because they're there for a purpose.
What's their purpose right now?
If somebody gets ignorant and stupid,
No.
they're there.
That's not their purpose.
They are there to enact the transport to the city jail.
No, they're running the work. They got the inmates inside that van, right? How much work are they is being observed right now? There's a lot of litter out here, up and down the road over there, down the road over there. Not just in this fenced-off area. They could actually be working right now.
I thought they were there just for the
for prepping people to go to jail. No, they're there for the inmates that are incarcerated.
This larger stuff gets moved out of the way, they'll probably be getting out. I bet you.
So essentially, they've already spent 4 hours of wages doing nothing.
Well,
nothing.
If those are inmates in that van on minimum custody charges,
And
they're not getting paid. They're not being paid to sit in that van. The deputy sheriffs are, but if those are inmates in there under minimum custody,
right?
They're not getting paid.
No, not unless they're outside cleaning up.
No, that is part of that's their way of getting out of the jail for a few hours.
They get wages on that.
Actually, they do
They're
get
in
paid.
jail for no fucking reason, though.
And they do get paid.
And they do get wages.
But they do get paid.
So if they're sitting there doing nothing, they might not be getting
These
paid.
guys are probably getting paid on the order of 40 cents an hour.
It's not. It's slave wages.
40 cents a day, maybe.
No, an hour.
All right. I can't take any more of this. Thank you all for being here.
Initially, things like this But you're having them there is more or less, you know, that one. All right, you're done. You're arrested. I'm going to get back to my dog. Huh? It's got to be fixed somewhere. I really don't think this is the way to fix it.
So they go. They're hauling bedding up.
I watched the movie.
That's somebody's bed.
And I called the story with
That's somebody's bed. That's their bedding, right? So they seem to be folding it up. Tow truck.
of the homeless. Thought people were people, persons, not just numbers like they do.
Shit,
People
I'm
in
trying to
prison.
go. Now they're gonna start loading stuff in the dumpster. Tarps, blankets, plastic. Yeah, there's 2 cars right there. So you're gonna be putting stuff in those totes and hauling. I don't understand why the service girl keeps trying to grab the tape.
They got all this going on? We haven't created one.
All right, I really do gotta kill this. We'll talk to y'all later. Huh? Wait, what? What? Oh, you wanna be? Tell us who you are, then I'll go look you up. All right, well, I'm out. See ya.